is a big club too, they say.
1,500?
Like 1,500 members.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But we're trying to get there early. We got another early tee time. We're trying to get there early, get a little warmed up. Meantime, I'll just enjoy this.
Just enjoy that.
All right, so Woodmont was the final stop of this Maryland mini-series, and what a way to close it out. Again, huge thanks to our friends over at Lexus who hooked us up with a ride for this series, because it was nice cruising in through what's like almost like a Magnolia Lane, the long lead up as you go in, and then this facility reveals itself, and all I could say is, wow, what a facility Woodmont is. You've got two 18-hole courses. You've got the north and the south. The north is the more well-known championship course, which is what we're playing here today. And you've also got just an incredible practice facility. It's 4 full acres. There's indoor and outdoor hitting bays. You've got grass, which I love, grass range there. There's even, for members, there's a fairway bunker you can practice out of. This is really like, you know, if you're a golfer, this is kind of like the dream scenario for a membership.
That tree probably helped me.
Oh, wow, what a great
Stop!
kick.
Thank you. Stop! Yes!
That could have went 2 ways.
2 ways. And one of them very, very bad.
You're an inch away from that bunker.
So pretty cool, you know, second hole here, par 3, over water, intimidating, and it's something you're gonna see throughout this entire round is intimidation, because yes, the greens are quick, and also with the landscape of the course and all the water that comes into play, there is a lot of challenge on this course. So this was a beautiful hole. I just stepped up here, hit a 7-iron, and I just wanted to get something up on the middle part of this green.
Just such a pretty club, huh?
It really is.
Look at this, just admiring it.
I already got a good sense of what the rating might be here in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, so far. All right, time for the Texas chop. Good lag, man. Good par.
Thank you. So evidence that Woodmont is a difficult course is the fact that it's hosted the US Open sectionals since 1986. So you're trying to qualify your way into the US Open. This is potentially one of your stops, and you're going to be tested every part of your game playing here on this North course. The course also hosted the US Women's Amateur Championship in 2020, and it's cool. While you're out there, there's little plaques on the tee boxes showing where they teed off from for that event. The tee boxes are massive. There's a lot of different tee boxes and lengths you can play this course, and if you really want to push it to the limit, tipping it out can be quite a long haul.
Yeah, good try.
Tried to make a 6 after all that. So stepping up to the 4th hole, this is where your first real risk reward test is here at Woodmont. From the tees we played it at, it was only 320 yards. And you could try to bomb a driver somewhere up there by the green, but you really would have to fade it. The trees on the right block you out, and that's just not my game. You'll see often, and one thing that we felt a lot out there was that the members' knowledge is really key playing this course. There's some sneaky ways to get in trouble, and on this hole, it's a false front that can cause a ball to roll right back off the front of the green. Baker told me, add 10 yards here, which I did, and that set me up in a great position to go on and make my par on that hole. But without that, I guarantee you I wouldn't have played the extra 10 yards just looking at it, and I probably would not have parred that hole. So the 5th hole, it's not a long par 5, so you look at the card and you think of it as a scoring opportunity, but you really need to think your way through this hole. And again, having Baker out there to kind of guide us through it really helped, because with your tee shot, there is water that juts really far out and squeezes into the fairway. We really just tried to stay away from that and keep it to the left. Here too on this par 5, you're definitely faced with working your way up the hill. It adds a lot of length to this, and it's very well protected by bunkers in front of the green. I hit an 8-iron here to just kind of lay myself up into a good wedge position. Unfortunately though, after playing the hole pretty smart to that point, I just kind of really messed up this wedge shot here. No, after a layup, you idiot. It's easy, I find, to get a little heavy, get a little chunky on a uphill shot with a wedge, and that's exactly what I did. Thankfully, it's a par 5, so I was able to recover with my next shot, hit the shot that I wanted to hit prior, and get my wedge up on the green. That gave me the look at par.
Nice putt, nice putt.
Thanks. Still made a par even with that flub.
You know, the 5s got me, but interestingly enough, the par 3s in Maryland treated me pretty well. 6th hole, uphill par 3. You're gonna see a lot of these uphill, downhill, water in front. This one had 2 bunkers. I just wanted to get a good shot up there because I really needed to snap this, you know, first 4 funk that I was going through, or first 5. So I did get one up there, and all I had to do was lag this. I just had to get a par here because I knew a par would really set up the rest of the round.
Go in.
Oh! Finally a par. All right, we got it.
Well done.
Got that read, Baker?
Yeah, the hard way is right.
Dog leg right. You get your first glimpse of the par 3 off to the left. Anything basically to the left of that big tree is like OB and it's easily reachable. So you can either take a real aggressive line right over the middle of those trees or lay back with something like 260 to 240 right in the fairway, and then you got a good shot in.
Thank you. See, it just takes one par to get in the groove, you know?
I can't cut a driver to save my life, so we're going hybrid.
It's a phrase you'll never hear me say. Yes, sir.
Without a member taking us around, I would have been dead because I would have hit more club at that pin. So we're gonna hit less club. We're not even aiming at the green. We're gonna aim at this mound here and see if it'll roll down.
I think you might have executed it perfectly. Don't stay up there.
A little too much.
Yeah, a little bit too much.
I should have fired the mound.
Yeah.
I took 10 off. Well, this is the benefit of being able to hit a cut driver. Look where Mike is.
Yeah, right?
Of course, he said he wants to putt it.
I did say that.
Just remember, everything moves right, left, aim left. That's why he putts it. Now the putter comes out.
A little more reasonable, right?
Yeah, it's relative. Go in the hole. That's the Texas wedge. Such a baby. Babied it. Oh wow, read it backwards.
I read that backwards too.
I thought this would definitely had to go this way. All right, so this 8th hole, again, I think Baker's recon here, having a member with us, is saving us a lot of strokes of where to hit it. So he said up on this right side is a good look in. We're not in the fairway. We're in this little bit of a rough, but it's true because it flattens this out a little bit less uphill. But look at that green again, another scenario where it's just protected on all sides by those deep, deep bunkers. Oh, what a lag.
Thank you. Oh,
Another thing I like about this course is it's definitely walkable. Now we're riding obviously because we've got all these camera equipment and things like that, and it helps us out. I do like to walk when we can. The 2 guys playing with us, they're both walking, and even though there's a lot of undulations, there's a lot of great walking paths and lead ups on and off the greens and stuff. This is a place that I could see could be a pleasure to walk. I like seeing that because there are some courses that are just so hilly, it just even takes almost the option of walking it out for a lot of people. But this is definitely a walkable course, and trust me, if we weren't lugging around 50 pounds worth of camera gear, we'd be walking it too.
all right, making the turn. It wasn't a great front 9. I mean, I think I shot a 47, so it was like the worst 9 of the week. For some reason, drives just weren't staying as straight as they were that day. So, you know, made the turn. It was a par 5. I really wanted to do something well here because there wasn't many more opportunities for me to score after this. From what I was told from our playing partners, even some of the par 3s coming up are just going to get longer and longer and tougher. And here again, pushed my drive right, and you know, really just had to do something to save par here. Again, I just did not want to get off to another bad start on this back 9. Boom. Stay. Great
Thank
ball.
you.
That's how
More
you do
club.
it. That's it.
Again, these guys saving me like 10 strokes
I know,
out here.
seriously. There you go, way to go. Birdies of Woodmont, baby.
That felt
Not
good.
easy.
Thank you.
Get Zach, get him.
Oh, what a bad kick.
What a stupid kick. All right, we're on.
Okay, hey.
Yes, that's it, I wanted that one. That was huge.
Well done.
Thank you. We step up to this hole, dog leg left, trees all down the left, and it's just like, for me, a guy who plays a cut or a slice, this isn't my hole. So Baker fortunately plays that same slice, or that same cut actually. He doesn't slice. That guy just hits a pure cut. He bombs it. He went right over the tree and just landed it softly back into the fairway. So I said, hey, why not? Let's do it. We're not on tour. Let's give it a go. Yeah.
Look at that.
It's awesome. So talk about ultimate risk reward, right? For a guy who cannot shape the ball right to left to save his life.
I think so. Rode the wind, you surfed it.
I was able to fly it over that tree. I put it in the left rough. Unfortunately, I didn't finish the hole up too well, but it was cool to get over that tree and put an actual plan to work there. So that was kind of fun.
Oh, there's always a couple of shots you just wish you could get back and around. Those ones that you just lay in bed at night staring at the ceiling thinking about. And for me, it was the tee shot on 13. Tougher par 3, there's water in front. You know, when you're just not confident in the club you have. The club that I pulled, I believe it was 5-iron there. I just last minute, the doubt in my mind that it was enough club, and I overswung it. I swung too fast, I got quick in my transition, and I flubbed it right into the water. Luckily, there was a drop zone on the other side, and I could drop and just kind of move on. But once you put that tee shot on a par 3 in the water, it's very hard to not put a bigger number on the card. And it's unfortunate because I know I probably added about 2 strokes to the round right there that I just didn't need to do. And if I could have it over again, I would love another crack at that par 3. So as I learn this game more and more, and I learn more about how I play it and try to get better in the areas I struggle, one thing I've identified that I struggle a lot with is not committing to a shot in one way or another. So sometimes that can be the direction or the line of the shot, or just not fully committed to the club that I have in my hand. And I find when I do that, I mess it up in some way. I'm just not mentally committed to the swing. And it happened to me in a few spots on the back 9 where I just didn't put a good swing on the ball. And it's just like Monday morning quarterback. I would have done it differently in some way or another. So I'm working on finding ways that I can, when I'm not committed or not mentally really into the shot or something feels off, just stepping out, reassessing, and going into something that gives me more confidence. Because I find too many times, even not being confident, I go for it anyway, and I end up making silly mental errors that lead to extra strokes on the card that really just don't need to be there. Hole 15 is a prime example of why they play the US Open qualifying events here, because more experienced, better, smarter golfers than the way I played it will definitely be rewarded playing this hole the right way. And if you play it the wrong way, you're gonna be punished just like I was. You have a whole bunch of fairway bunkers that come in on the right side, and you really need to take those on off the tee because of the fact that laying up or going to the left is going to leave you no shot at the green in 2, and 2 more difficult shots for this green, in my opinion anyway. So tried to take an aggressive line over them, and I ended up over there in that trouble. And the thing is, it's not just the bunkers that'll get you in trouble over there. There is some cabbage of rough.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
That's on the highway.
Hit it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the backstop.
Go in the hole, go in the hole.
Is it on the green?
Dude. Oh my God, it's coming back off the green. Never seen that before.
Planned that perfectly, man. 50 degree, off a tree, on the green, no big deal. Too far? No break? Doesn't want to go right at all? All right.
Okay, par 3 here. Really cool walking bridge on this hole. Really cool. Nice, pretty hole too over the water. started at 179, maybe a little helping wind, and there's definitely some help behind it. Long is okay. It will probably roll back. Just goal here is let me put a good swing on it after a tough last hole. Just really chewed me up. So got to play a little bit better these last couple stretch of holes.
I read it to break left. I thought with this slope it would go that way.
That's nuts. 17th hole was pretty cool. You know, kind of had like a TPC sawgrass kind of feel with their green. It was protected by the creek in front. It had a cool backstop behind it. A good drive puts you right into a play for like a wedge home. So you can kind of, in your approach shot, probably experience a little bit of that TPC 17th hole. For me, pushing the drive right, I actually ended up really close to the loop, which is their short course.
How cool is this? It's like the cradle at Pinehurst. You got all that great bunkering we've been seeing, and then you've got multiple pin locations, these crazy fun undulating greens. This I like to see. We've talked about this on the podcast. I want to see more golf courses where they have the land, where they have the room to squeeze these little par 3, chip shotty, 9-hole courses in. This is really cool.
Oh, that's right on it. Could also go right at it.
Come down that hill.
Spin. Here it comes. Come on, baby. Come on.
I played extra because I heard what you were saying about that water. I'm like, good, we're going to clear that water one way or another.
It just keeps running, too.
Thank you. Nothing feels better than a tap-in birdie. All right, closing hole here, about 370. We finally have the wind at our back, and there's a fairway bunker on the right side. Comes in at about 220, runs out to maybe 230. I think it's definitely clearable.
Oh, yes, go!
Oh, I tried to hit as hard as I physically could. All right, both tried to swing out of our shoes on that last drive, and we got punished for it.
Got it through. Look at this guy. You're up there.
You saw it finish?
Fairway. Good job. I croaked it. Got a little car path love.
Car path, we gotta love the car path love.
I got 80. I got one more little grabby rough shot of Maryland before we hit the road. Oh.
All right, guys, I'm gonna play a little game with the rating here. I'm gonna give you my rating and not tell Mike. We're gonna see if he comes in with the same one. I've been impressed with this place, thoroughly impressed. I'm going 8-2. Let's see what he says. Oh, a little more. That's what I wanted that chip to do, was go a hair further and then roll down this hill. It just didn't quite get there. Hey.
Great time,
Dude,
man.
thanks for everything. Appreciate that.
Thanks again. Thanks for everything.
Good
This is
playing
awesome.
with you. That was fun.
What a treat. Appreciate
That was
it.
fun. All right, Mike, we played a little game out there while I was in the fairway. I rated it
You did already.
and didn't tell you because I want to see if we agree without talking about it. I gave my rating.
Okay.
I want to hear yours.
I got 8-4 vibes all over this place. I'm sticking with it. I had the vibes and the drive in that this place was going to be legit. Once I saw the practice facility, then we got out on the course, the bunkering, the layout, the pace of play, everything all in. This is beautiful country club, top notch, 8.4.
I love it. I went 8-2.
Okay.
And I think then we can meet in the middle.
8-3.
8-3.
Done.
Great rating, great course, huge treat. That one was fun. And guys, although that wraps up this little Maryland mini series, we've got a lot of great content coming. We're headed to Myrtle Beach for an epic 6-course series in just 2 weeks. So make sure you subscribe. We've got a lot of fun golf coming. This has been fun. Maryland, you were a treat. We hope to get back.